Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge isupport nothando esikhombise lona lingaphezulu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
Julius can be many things. We can say a lot of things about him. He can say he's a dictator. We can say he's a narcissist. We can say he's this and that. But one thing about him is empathy. He takes care of those people. He pays school fees of most of those student command people. He makes sure that they have accommodation in those universities. He's taking care of most of the membership, including Labo Floyd when they were still there in Abonjos. It's things that I'm sure he has never profiled. But he has assisted them in developing themselves, in being men, having homes, building homes for their families, and stability. And he does that for a lot of people. He does that for a lot of people. He did it during FISMA's fall, provided lawyers for students who were arrested. I was one of those who benefited from the lawyers. I'm not an EFF member. I've never been an EFF member. Whether he was doing that to garner support or sympathy, I don't care. But he did it.
Kule video manje ngifisa sikhulume ngento ezokwenziwa uCIC Julius Malema. Ungomunye wabaholi ke engibakhonzile. Inkinga yakhe nje ithemba. Julius uhlushwa ithemba. Unokukhuluma into right kodwa itone ye-voice yakhe vele iyona yonke inkulumo yakhe, kodwa umholi engemkhonzile kakhulu, futhi engikholelwayo ukuthi uma engasanikwa ithuba ziningi inguquko engazenza zibe ngcono. Udaba lesibili engifisa silibheke impikiswano esikhona phakathi kwe-Action SA kanye ne-EFF, ikakhulukazi lapha inkundleni zokuxhumana. Sizokhumbula ukuthi ngo-2019 or 2018 kodwa kwase sekuphethe uCyril, uCIC wakhuluma kanje:
President, reduce your cabinet, do away with deputy ministers. There are so many deputy ministers sitting here, I don't even know them. And I think that where you introduce a deputy minister, you must justify it. Why? Why should there be a deputy minister of communication, for instance? Why should there be a deputy minister of small business, for instance, or the department of small business itself? Why can't we merge education, science and technology together? Have a minister dedicated to education, then introduce a deputy minister with powers announced by you, not powers directed to the deputy by the minister, because even these ministers are greedy. They don't even give their deputies any role to play. You ought to announce where you introduce a deputy minister and say, this is the deputy minister, this will be a role of that particular deputy minister. You've got too many deputy ministers for patronage, for factional reasons. You've got too big cabinet for no reason to balance dynamics and factionalism at the expense of the taxpayer.
Yona nkulumo yasho uCIC le eyisho ngo-2019 or 2020 if I'm not mistaken, ekhuluma with our Lord and Savior uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa. Njengoba uDeputy Minister of Police bekaseParliament izolo, ukuvezile ukuthi bebekhona lapha eParliament bobabili, ngoba babili o-Deputy Minister, bobabili they had no responsibilities assigned to them. No responsibilities. Okusho ukuthi bebehola mahala. Ngoba phela yikho into abanika yona. Bakhona nje. Uma bekhona kwi-meeting bakhona ngoba nakhona baswela into abazoyenza. So isidingo sabo isiphi? Cabanga ngokusuka ngomhla ka-13 July kuya kumhla ka-31 July. Ngesikhathi upresident ayebeka uminister uSenzo Mchunu on leave of absent, appointa uminister Feroz Khachalia, kodwa ezoqala irresponsibility nge-1 August wahluleka ukuthatha oyi-1 kulabo deputy ukuthi aka-acte for 2 weeks. A-acte nje for 2 weeks kunalokho walanda uGwede Mantashe ukuthi akube yena ozo-acta. Ngesikhathi ke kukhulunywa lapha eParliament ukuvezile uDeputy Minister ukuthi ubukhona babo buyafana nokungabibikho kwabo. Ngicela uzwe la.
And it's probably best we don't go there. You know, there's a saying in English that you slide like a hot knife through butter. And that's what you are doing today. You're sliding like a hot knife through butter. You saw nothing, you heard nothing, you did nothing. And you know nothing. So I'm wondering what it is that you came to do here today, and how you think that approach of I saw nothing, I said nothing, I did nothing, I heard nothing, I know nothing, is helpful, because it's not. Could you just tell me how you think it's helpful, please?
I thought, thank you, Honorable, thank you, Chair. I thought I responded to the questions that I have been asked to the best of my ability, and I didn't say I saw nothing. I said nothing because I didn't say so. I spoke to what I saw, and I'm speaking to what I know. If there is a specific issue that the minister the Honorable want me to talk to, if she can assist me with a question that can be helpful in that regard, I will be happy to respond.
You
Njengoba uzwela angeke abantu ababili noma abathathu bakhuluma into eyodwa ngawe uwedwa, noma ngathiwa basangene ngeke basangane bonke, angeke kwenzeke ukuthi abantu abawu3 bakhuluma into eyodwa ngawe. uShongwe ukhalile ngale ndaba nangendlela bekaphendula ngayo Deputy Minister, waze wambuza ukuthi mawucabanga wena imali zabakhokhi bentela awubacabangele nje makuthiwa uyabacabangela, kunembeza wakho kuthini ukuthi nje nidla imali mahala, akho lutho eniyenzayo, nidla nje imali mahala? Wathi no, ikhona irole abangayidlala ukuthi nje uminister bengakabanikeza after sekuphela unyaka wonke. Uminister bengakabanikeza ama-responsibility kuze kuphela unyaka. So kulesikhathi sonyaka bebenzani lutho, phela bebenganikwanga ama-responsibilities. Ukukuprovela ukuthi angeke akusuyena yedwa umama lo Glenis Breitenbach okhale ngalento, ngicela uzwe la.
It's really sad that everyone that has appeared before us is unable to answer that very simple question. Considering that you said to us that you partook in several meetings discussing, you knew the involvement about the formation, because usually on the cover page when we have a NATCHO into operation, it would actually outline the budget. You and I know this, DM. And here today, because that budget would speak to accommodation, it would speak to vehicles, it would speak to, obviously you can't process a case and you can't attend a court case in Gauteng when you're on KZN. If you don't have a budget for it. And this is what I've been trying to determine. Was there a budget nationally? We know things that happens in all other provinces, but the budget allocation, was it for those members to work across provinces?
I mean, yes, they were doing work outside KZN also.
Minister, you know what? This morning I was asking myself why were you here, but I want to thank you. I'm not going to be long and listen to my own voice. I want to thank you for coming, because I thought that we needed to focus on the big fish, you know, and just call you later on. But if anything, I appreciated your testimony today, because it has proven that we need to do away with ministers, deputy ministers. If anything that needs to be disbanded or disestablished, it's deputy ministers. Thank you, Chair.
Lokuphendula umbuzo lolu Deputy Minister. Emveni kwale nkulumo, i-Action SA ibese ibhala nasi statement. The statement i-Action SA iskiphe ngomhla ka-29 October 2025 okunamuhla. Isihloko sithi Police Deputy Minister's admission of redundancy validates Action SA constitutional amendment to abolish deputy ministers. Sefundeka kanje. Action SA proposed constitutional amendment to abolish the position of deputy minister once was again validated by the shocking testimony delivered before Parliament Ad Hoc Committee yesterday by one of the two Deputy Minister of Police, Casil Matale, MP. During his appearance, the Deputy Minister of Police confessed that for the past year, he had not been assigned any responsibilities and that he and his colleague are still waiting to hear from the minister what they should do. This is not only admission of redundancy, but also a damning reflection of how bloated and wasteful our executive has become under the GNU, where all parties appear more interestedly in appeasing political interest than serving South Africans. Who must hold them accountable for this wastage? It is inconceivable that in a country grappling with escalating violent crime, police inefficiency and deepening crisis of public safety, the very individuals appointed to supposedly assist in leading the department have no defined role. This is precisely the kind of dysfunction that Action SA has been warning about, a government structure designed not for service delivery but for political patronage and internal party appeasance. Action SA constitutional amendment proposing to removal of deputy ministers stem from this exact problem. South Africa simply cannot afford ceremonial positions that serve no practical function while our schools are overcrowded, our hospitals are understaffed, and our police under-resourced. Every cent that sustains this wasteful layer of bureaucratic excess is a cent stolen from the fight against poverty, unemployment, and crime. Even more telling, this is the fact that when the Minister of Police was placed on leave, the President had to appoint an acting minister from outside cabinet, bypassing both deputy ministers who should, in theory, have been best placed to assume the role. This extraordinary decision underscores the utter irrelevance of these posts and absence of convenience in those occupying them. Statement is Action SA, ama-fighter athe no, uCIC wakhuluma ngayo lento kudala kabi. Nangijuze izipho ubhalile wathi CIC spoke about this long before you did. Then umama lo Action SA uDarlene James wayesiyamphendula wathi no, nathi sikhona manje kodwa thina sikhulumi kuphela, siyakhuluma futhi siyenza. Umehluko ke lo, ngeke ngathi mangikhuluma ngokudlula ngoba baningi ama-fighters ayivezile indaba ukuthi hayi uCIC wapropose lento wakhuluma ngalento dala njoba bengicaphanela ivideo yakhona ukuthi ngo-2019 wakhuluma ngalento kodwa akaze enze lutho, akaze afake ibill eParliament njoba kuhlezi kwenziwa ukuthi kuthiwa as-amende lokhu imane kuthiwa ke bayivote against yona, kungcono bekhulunywa kanjalo. Ngithe ngokwedlule yinhle into eyenzeka lapha ya ePitori njengoba kuyi-City of Tshwane masibona uDr Nasipho Moyo nethimba lakhe lithenga imoto, lathenga ama-water tank ukuze ku-insourcwe. Yebo, i-EFF kudala ikhuluma ngakho kodwa ayikaze yakwenza athi ukukhuluma ngento nokuyenza into ezimbili ezehlukene. Futhi ungacabanga ukuthi i-idea ngeyakho kuphela ngoba lento mawuyicabanga okuqaphele nawo ikhona into nokuyicabanga avele omunye umuntu ayenze uzuzothi utshontshe i-idea yakho ngoba wena uzange phela uyenze. Asihlule singene odabeni lika CIC. Statement se-EFF siphume ngoLwesibili ngomhla ka-28 ku-October 2025. Isihloko sithi CIC Julius Malema to donate newly built house to the disabled Ntate Silo Mamabulo. Ifundeka kanje, the Economic Freedom Fighters EFF led by President and Commander-in-Chief Julius Malema will hand over a house to Ntate Silo Mamabulo, who is currently wheelchair bound. On 16 July 2025, During the by-elections in Ward 13 Seshego, President Julius Malema visited Ntate Mamabulo's home and made commitment to build him a house. Construction began the very next day. Ntate Mamabulo was living in inhuman condition and lived with the deep pain of living out his final days, disabled and struggling with a decent home that accommodates his disability. He came to the EFF seeking assistance, and the organization did not hesitate to intervene. The completion of the house in 3 months affirms that EFF is not political party of promises, but one that fulfills its commitment it makes and does not delay in providing assistance to the most vulnerable in society. The donation will take place under the following details. Sunday, 2 November 2025, isikhathi u-12 emini. Bayibhalile ke indawo yakhona la, house number 1256 zone 1 Seshego ward 13 ePulukwane eLimpopo. Ngiyafisa lento eshiwo umcebo Dlamini ivideo mayiqala sengathi ngashiwo abantu bekhuluma ngabantu abakholwayo. Ngiyafisa ngiyazi ukuthi ubebhekise ku-CIC unjalo uyasiza u-CIC kakhulu. Nabo umcebo Dlamini obonkosikhanyile abanye babantu abakhokhelwa u-CIC kuma-lawyer. Ngiyakhumbula uDr Malinga ethi ngesikhathi engenamali eseney'nkinga u-CIC wamprovida yena ngama-accountant ukuze akwazi ukunaka iy'ndaba zakhe ze-SARS. Umuntu okukhonzile ukusiza abantu. Lento ayoyenza kulo mndeni ngesonto into avamisile ukuyenza, ezinye zazo akazivezi. Ngakho-ke angeke sihlale singamncumi emsebenzini awenzayo, kodwa ngiyafisa sengathi ngake kukhulunywe kanje, kukhulunywa ngamakholwa. Amakholwa awafunde kosopolitiki. Osopolitiki sibathatha njengabantu abangenanhliziyo. Osopolitiki sibathatha njengabantu abangenazwelo. Kodwa u-CIC wenza okuhlukile. Uma uGeneral Cele bekhuluma lapha eParliament, ukhulume ngoSindiso Magaqa nanokuthi u-CIC wavinjwa kwathiwa angayi kuyomngcwaba. ANC yamnqabela ukuyomngcwaba. Kodwa uthe namhlanje izingane zakhe uzifundiswa u-CIC. Izingane kaSindiso Magaqa lo u-CIC angamngcwabanga zifundiswa u-CIC. Laba bamvimba abayingeni ngoba bayikhathalele bona, abayingeni. Ngakho kufanele simncome. Ngiyafisa mina sengathi abantu bangafunda isibonelo. Bangayibuka into enhle ukuthi umuntu makukhona onakho uyamsiza umuntu akukhathalekile kuncane kangakanani. Futhi ke eqinisweni lilonke uma uhluleka ukusiza umuntu ngo-10 rand uno-100 rand ngeke umsize noma ungaba ne-1,000,000. Bengeke ngikwazi ukungayincomi lento yokwenziwa u-CIC. Bengeke ngikwazi ukuhlala ngingakhulumi ngayo ngoba ngiyafisa bagqugquzele nabanye. Enye into njengabantu nje laba bebale njengelami, asike sikufunde ukulekelelana. Ngeke ngibuke izingane zesikole, uyabona ingane yakho nje uma engase ithi yahamba iqhuzuke isicathulo sayo sidabuke, angeke ivume ukuya esikoleni, angeke. Noma ngathiwa umuntu othungayo akekho, uma nuthi wena zama ukuya esikoleni uzosithunga mawubuya, angeke izivume ngoba iyazi ukuthi yoba yihlaya. Yini ke imfundiso eyithatha kithi thina abadala. Ithatha kithi thina abadala ingene ey'nganeni. Kufanele lento ifundiswe, abantu bafunde ukuzwelana. Ingane mayibona enye ingane isokole idabukele. Usuke ubusisiwe uma umzali uthi uhlele ekhaya kufika ingane yakho ithi yazi mama ngibone enye ingane esifunda nayo ayinalo ijezi lesikole. Bengicela sithathe leli lidala lami siyinike lona. Uma ungase ube nengane enjalo uyobe ufundisile. Uma ungase ube nengane enjalo uyobe ubusisekile. Kodwa ke ngenxa yokuthi njengabazali anisifundisanga lezo zinto. Athi ngisho njalo anisifundisanga futhi namanje anisifundisi. Kunalokho umuntu ohluphekile uyihlaya. Siyabonga umsebenzi wenziwa u-CIC. Angiyibambe ivideo, ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho. Mina nawe bese sidibana kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.